Yeah, hello everyone. Uh, I think I'm just going to use the mic just a bit, and hopefully the stream works properly. So, anyways, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be continually working on the road from St. Albert Trail. Okay, just go check if there's any more. Yep, nice to meet you, Marco Angelo Gaming YT. I do apologize if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Actually, let me just change this to full screen set. Yeah, better. Okay. So yeah, this is pretty much kind of just a work stream for me. Just working on getting the rows up. Okay. Actually, specifically, I was going to start working on trying to align these roads. So let me just go ahead and just do that. Okay. So far, I do need work on kind of like this yield part. I haven't started that part yet. Okay. Although I am quite excited to try to hopefully get this game up this summer, maybe even next month. But don't quote me on that, as I still do need to work hard on that. Okay, just gonna bring up a calculator just so I can just do the answer. Because I converted to 5.82 pretty much. At least for my version, for the buses. Okay, so I just times it by 140.46 meters. Okay, so it should be around there. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the block. Okay, just make it the same part. Okay. And this one was a plain stream right now. Ah, that's great. Actually, before I do forget, I may as well also announce that on YouTube. Let me just go ahead and do that. I think I just go to my channel, I think. And then I should be able to just post that I am doing the live stream. The live stream up and running. Actually, I may as well just put the link to the live stream. So let me just go here. Just gonna copy that link. And maybe I can actually change this to something else. I think I'm able to maybe post a live stream video. Maybe as a video I could do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. Uh, I'll just leave that alone and just try to go back again. Okay, channel. Where was that? Okay. Here we go. Got the live stream up and running. Okay, let's just get back to Roblox. Okay, I'm just gonna have this mark in, kind of just as a reference to how long this um, kind of like how long this part's gonna be. 140 going there. Okay, I mean that's not too bad. That one's 800. 816. 17 should be fine. I mean, that is kind of quite big. Let me just break that down a bit, just to get a better idea. Because this part is kind of thin. So I'm just going to clear the measurement. I'm going to start from here. Because it kind of starts to curve a bit to the right. I think I'm just going to go somewhere around there. Okay, let me just get this protractor just so I get a better idea of where this should go. Just bring this to 0. Okay, so this one's at for you. Okay. I'll just say around 38. And we'll just move this. Wait, actually, yes, 38. I'm pretty sure. No, actually, it's. I'll just say it's 39. So then we're kind of going in a bit. A bit down. A bit weird. Then this one goes to a 42. Okay, about like 4 degrees away. If I did 38. And yeah, I could just do it like that. Okay. Let me just go back to. No, not that. Okay, so 12.2. Okay, 12.2. Times that by 5.82. 71. Okay, not bad. And I'll just bring this in a bit. So this one went to about 71. And I do want to actually, before I go away, just check how far away this goes to, because that would be important to know. So let me just clear that measurement behind. I gotta start from here, measure it to there. This one's about 41.37 meters. Just gonna times that by 5.81. No, 82. Okay, around 240.42. Sure. So let me just go ahead and have that reference. Okay, get around 90. Somewhere around there should be fine. We'll just bring this part in. And okay, let me just organize this a bit more. Yeah, should be okay. Yeah, 240. Okay. Yeah, 240, so somewhere around there. this for all the way at the end for when it gets straight. Okay. Got the road. I do need to first of all make a. Let me first just grab this one actually. I just go duplicate it. I just go to move this part back. Let me just bring this off to the side a bit so I can delete some stuff from it. Just go delete some of the sidewalk parts and some of the white lines also. Okay, that's good. Actually, I did kind of forget the measurement of how long that's going to be for it. So let me just quickly go to Trello. Just going to quickly do that. Save Albert. Because I did also kind of create this Trello just so I can have a reference of what size they should be. Okay, so then I went with 21, it seems. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I just go to do 21. Okay, just gonna bring that in. No, actually, I almost forgot that I did delete the rows. I still want to keep that, so let me just bring this in. And I can get rid of the other one. Okay, this one should be okay. Let me just bring this one in. Since we're going to go to 4, let me just bring this up a bit more. This one's going to be our road curve for the yield part. So I just go ahead and as road curve. I just go check if there's anything else. Oh, Kylan Gaming YT. Nice to see you. Yep. Pretty much, I'm still just working on the road for St. Albert local route division. Yeah, I probably didn't miss say that actually. Let me just go back to Google. Just need to check something else. Guess I'm gonna need to do that for. Go times that by 5.2 and divide that by 4. I just need around 17.51. I can do that. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Actually, I don't actually need this white line, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And I can just make this one about 17 point. Like, what was that again? Yep. Yeah, 17.8. Somewhere around there. Size. We're at 23, so yeah, I can just bring that a bit more down. Okay, let me actually get to road. Okay, I gotta delete that part. We were at 23, so now I just need this at 17.8. Yep, that's good. 17.8. So now I can use Archimedes and just do one for each, going to 4 degrees, pretty much. Okay, let me just bring this up. I think I just need to use X and then use pitch maybe. I just need to swap sides. No, actually it was DR. And I just need the amount before. And yep, just goes up to the right a bit. I mean, after it turns right, it's at 40, around 42 degrees. We kind of go straight for a certain amount. Let me just clear the distance. Okay, we did that 7 right there. I say we can stop around here actually. So let me just bring it. Alright, I'm just trying to. Oh yeah, sure. I just need to move the protractor away. It was just in the way. There we go. That one's 55.82. Okay. I'm just gonna times it by 5.82. We get 324.9. You just go with that. So I can just come here. I'm just going to duplicate this and just move this to 329.8, I think it's it. Just make sure. Actually, 24.9. Great. So we'll go to 324.9. Just going to move this up. Okay, so far so good. Okay, anything else? Oh, hello, Asu. Oh, no, I mean, oh, trains? No, old trains. I do apologize if I pronouncing that wrong. Well, right now I'm not currently making a bus. I'm just working on the rails right now for route A32. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad that the live stream is working properly. Actually, let me just check what the numbers are like on the live stream. Oh, I'm glad that we got the few people watching. That's nice. Anyways, let me just get back to work. Anyways, Google, Mackie. I mean, after that kind of starts to occur. Kind of goes in a bit more actually. So let me just get our projector. Before it was at 42. I could stop around there actually. So then it goes to around 46. So pretty much another 4 degrees. So we're just gonna move this over here. There's somewhere around there. 32.66. Times that by 5.2. 190. Sure. Actually, right. So this we're going by 4 degrees. Let me just divide that by 4. And we get 47.5. So I just need to change the size of this to around 45. And let me just do 0.2. There we go. Let me just redo Archimedes. And right now we just need 4 of them. Again. So yeah. I mean, the U port is starting to take shape, which is good. And let me just bring this out a bit more. Okay, let me just check. Oh, hello, Mr. Aviation. Vopal. Yeah, definitely nice to meet you again, Vopal. Okay, let me just go back to, I think it was Google. Yeah, Naki. So pretty much after that, we starting to curve it all the way to the end. I think actually I could just bring this up a bit more. Add this one at, let me just times that by 4, divide that by this, around 32.66. Okay, let me just increase this to around there actually. So be, yeah, actually, 32, that's fine. Because it does go in a bit more. Somewhere we can stop around there. That's around 46. So then it goes to 53. So then about 11 degrees away from that. Yep. I'm just going to bring that closer to it. Okay. No, actually, let me just check. Somewhere around here, actually. Yeah. Let me just bring that a bit closer. So this one's around 16.4 meters. 16.64 times 5.82. Okay, we get that number. So this is 11 degrees. We could just divide that by 11. We could just do 8.8 for the size. So then, let me just, I'm just going to copy this road. I'm just going to move this up a bit. And then we just need to bring this down a bit. Yeah, just down to 8.8. Okay, then we can go back to our Archimedes. And we go to do 11. Now do 1. And we just need to go to 11. Okay, starting to take its shape. That's good. Okay, after that, now we can just try connecting the yield part to this one. So first of all, let me just do 50 and see how far it goes from there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to shorten that a bit more. So maybe around here actually. And after that, we can just start to render. Just go and check on the map, just make sure it looks right. Because it does give us up some space over here, which we can always fix later. I can always create the yield part. Okay. So we need to make this one a bit longer. So yeah, I just made that one a bit too short. So I think maybe if we go like 3.4 perhaps. Then Archimedes, render. I mean, that's a bit better. But I do need to shorten that some more, actually. Okay. 2.2. Let's just try 3. And then just going to change this one to 80. Actually, that's not too bad. I think if I go with 3.2, that should be fine. That, and then I can reduce this to 70. If I scale this out, a bit too long, but I could just select all this. Just bring up a bit. Let me just get the other one actually. Go start from here. I can move that up a bit. See, somewhere around there should be fine. After that, let's just grab that road. And then we can just scale this back. And then if I go ahead and look, I mean, this should be fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. So then let me just go and... Yeah, that looks great. Huh. Thanks, Marco. Angelo gave me YT. Let me just get rid of that. Just going to actually copy that road. And I should just... I only actually really need just this one actually. Let me just actually delete that road. And just go copy that sidewalk and just go put it into workspace. So let me just do Control G. It's gonna be our yield part. Actually, it's kind of like a triangle, so I could just change it to a triangle. Let me just do that actually, so I have a bad idea of what I want to do. No, actually, maybe I could just leave like this. So let me just bring this up a bit more. Let's just do 0.1. Yep, that should be fine. Let's just move this in. I mean, it does have like that white line though. Oh yeah, I did forget it does have that. Let me actually go back to here and just redo this. Actually, I could just leave that. Because I did forget about the white lines for that. This one's about 21 away. Okay. Just thinking of how I could just add in the white lines back to it. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have something as a reference. Okay. I just going to duplicate that row curve because I forgot about the white lines. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Just in case if I do need that again. Okay. I'm just gonna copy this one. So somewhere around there, I think. And then after that, I'm just gonna grab you. Just move this over. Going to bring this in. Actually, it's a bit more back. Okay. Let me just copy the dimensions for it. Actually, I think I did this one wrong because I have this 21 away, right? Let me just do that. Make it 21 sets away. Yeah, that's better. And then what I wanted to do is actually do it. Can touch on or can collide on. Can collide on for you. But for you, should be on. No, it's not. Okay. Yep, bring that down. And then the size for you, what is it? Okay, so then 0.5. I can just bring close to that and then do 0.5 after. Okay. Then we can just do 0.5. And this one, I want this one to be 0.52. Not sure, I can just make you 9 sets. It should be somewhere, yeah, over there. I'll bring you in. And there is that white line for that part too. I could just think I could copy you, G21, put you over there, delete, and just, yeah, do this. Okay. Just gonna bring this one back. Alright, I did forget to change the color of it, so let me just quickly do that before I forget. Alright. Let me just check. Oh, this that long. Let me just get how long the sidewalk is so I get a better idea. Yeah, actually, I could do center over there. Okay, somewhere around there. 17.9. To 104.17. There we can do 107.2 sets. Size. Just need to bring this in actually. Okay. This is 106. Yep. That should actually be fine also. Okay, let me just bring this in. Better. After that, I think I could actually just let me get the length of this one also. Just get an idea. So we bring this one back. 33.88. Times that by 5.2. 197.2. Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is 197.2. Okay. Let me just go 0.2. There we go. And all I just need to do is side. Should use it part of this one? Yeah. Actually, should be a problem using this, so that should be fine. So let me just make a folder for them just to make this easier. I'll just do a yield. I'm also going to create a cylinder too. That's gonna be good to have. Cylinder. Actually, I could also scale the size also. To you. Okay, bring this in. I think it had the cylinder small actually, now I think about it. Yeah, it just had like a small curve. Let me just make it a lot smaller actually. I think somewhere around there should be fine. I'm just gonna do 0.1 and just move that in a bit. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. Let me just do 0.05. Wait, actually, I can also use this one. Forgot about that. And that's a lot better. Now we just made our small cylinder. Just going to bring this up. That should be fine. So now let's just move this over to the other side. And I think we have like a bigger circle. Yep, this one was a bit bigger, and they're around the same size. So let me just make this one a bit bigger. I think one should be fine, you know? At least an increase of that amount. And then after that, I can copy and paste. It's around here. Yep. Well, though, now that I think about it, if I check here, because the yield side kind of moves inwards a bit towards the white line, is on the outer edge, which I kind of forgot. let me just move it over after I finish. So yeah, we'll need to fix that part actually. Okay, okay, so go select all of this, and then we could just move this over a bit, just so we are able to see the white line. Not too far, but just good enough. Yeah, I think somewhere around here should be good enough. Maybe I need to make it a bit bigger for cylinders. Let me just try making this one around this size. Actually, yeah, I like this one a bit more. Let me just go with 7.4, I think is it. Nope. Okay. 7.2. 0.1. Okay, so then it covers this amount. I just try to think on how I should have it kind of like curved, because I do need to remember that it does need a bit of room. Okay, let's just follow this actually. Okay, so we go for, doesn't have to be perfect, just so long as it looks good. So then this one goes by 1. Actually, let me also fix this, because it's not supposed to be sidewalk for them. It's supposed to be white line. I think I have it enabled on. Let me just get rid of that. Yeah, better. Enable. Yeah, here we go. One. Then we go to make all of them white lines. Better. Okay, so then let me just bring you back in. Let's just scale it back. Then we can do our committees. Enable. And then we just need 4 of them. Okay, we just need to scale in a bit. Actually, let me just fix this one up actually. This stops around there. Okay. Somewhere around there should be fine. And this one should lead to a 4. Let me just bring that in a bit. Okay, and this is where we can scale it in. About. Let me just move it out a bit. It is going by 1. Let's do 0, 1. Okay. Yeah, so far things are not looking that bad so far. Let me just delete that one. It is going a bit too much out, actually. And we can increase that bit. Okay. Okay, let me just check to make sure this is good. It kind of goes all the way up to that white line. Okay. Well, actually, it kind of separates, actually. Yeah, I kind of did mess that part up. Uh, I think this should still be okay if I kind of just move this back 21 degrees. No, 21 sets. Just go to. I did not mean to do that. There we go. So just going to go here. It was the yield. Should be the parent. Yep, broke her. And after that, just go select all these guys. There we go. I just need to move this back 21 sets. Yep, that should be fine. Because I can always adjust this a bit to make sure that this fits. Now I can just move these two back. And yeah, the white line's over there too. Should be good. It went by 3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust things a bit. It's not that bad actually. Guess I did see it. Okay, let me just check. Yep, this is everyone. Just gonna refresh now. Okay. Anyways, let's just continue working. Okay, so we go from there to that. So from the white line, we need to. Wait, actually, maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. This one started off as 2 and then went by 3 after that. So let me just bring the uh, yield part up a bit. Yes, sorry about that. Just had to mute a bit. Okay, so we need to. Right now, just thinking of how I should do this yield part. It is kind of close to this white line, kind of somewhere close to the middle part. Let me just actually check what I have. Because I think I may have just made this a bit too small, actually. Was it maybe a bit larger, perhaps? Oh, yeah, right, I did forget that it did kind of go into the middle bit. So let me actually fix that before I forget. So first of all, let's just bring this to the middle. Somewhere around there should be fine. Then we can just change our pivot to all the way to back. Just make it easier. One get. Okay, so then let's try to pivot. Let's just go by 5. Okay, 5 was too much. I should also be able to edit the property of it here also. That was too much. Let's just try 14. Okay, so we're gonna need to increase that. 3, 20, almost. 19.6, 7. Let's just do 7.5. Yep, that's better. Let me just check if this kind of aligns with it. Yep, that's good. But I do need to make this circle a bit bigger actually. Maybe I could do double the size perhaps. If I go ahead like this. And I'll just move this over. I think this should be fine. Around this size. Let me just check how big this one is. Just so I can do it for the other one also. Because I could just copy and just paste the size over. Just for it to be the same. No, actually, this one was a lot bigger, actually. So let me just make it that size too. Copy and paste. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. So now I just need to work on the band part. Scale that down. And I think that was around an angle for it actually. Yeah, it did kind of go inwards a bit. Let me just make the angle of it the same as this one actually. That should be fine. Okay. And I'll just bring this in. Just scale this a bit out. Just to fit that. Alright. I want to get some around there. So that's what I'm going to aim for. Trying to get the bend part around there. Okay. This one I may as well just go by 2s. Because I'm okay with it being less accurate. Now let me just check. Because it kind of curved down less curvy a bit. Right. Dummy kind of went up. Yeah, kind of messed that part up. Okay. And this should kind of go up a bit. Okay, I think after this, actually it's almost there. I could do something kind of like 2.25. Maybe that could be a bit better. Okay, let me just do 3, just check. Oh, 2, let's just keep as 2. Scale this back. Just bring this in. We could do this actually. Just bring this one in. Move the parts. Turn enable off. I mean, that's a bit better. We can scale you in. Scale you in too. Get move you in. There. So far, things are looking better. Yeah, I'd say this U one ain't that bad actually. I think I did a decent job at it. I think I still have to scale this out either way. Kinda sucks, but yeah, it's okay. Okay. Actually, let me just get this out and move you up there. Yep. Now I just have a bit less work, which is nice. Alright. Then you in. So far, almost there. Okay, and okay.